The festival of fast breaking, Eid al-Fitr. Festivals represent apparent rituals of religion. When the Prophet arrived in Medina, he found that the people there had set aside 2 days in the year for fun. He asked them, "What are these 2 days?" "We used to play and have fun on these days before the advent of Islam," they replied. The Prophet then said, "Allah has given you 2 better days, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha." Sunan Abu Dawud, 1134. Explaining that festivals represent the religion of their followers, he once observed, "Every nation has a festival, and this is our festival." Sahih al-Bukhari, 909, Sahih Muslim, 892. The meaning of Eid in Islam. Eid is a day of festivity and rejoicing. On this day, Muslims express their happiness and their gratitude to Allah for guiding them to the truth and for assisting them in completing the fast of Ramadan. They share happiness with everyone by putting on their best clothes, giving charity to the poor and the needy, and engaging in permissible celebrations and festivities which make everyone happy and remind them of Allah's favours upon them. Muslim festivals. There are only 2 annual festivals in Islam, and Muslims must not celebrate any other day apart from them. They are 1. The festival of fast breaking, Eid al-Fitr, which is celebrated on the first day of the lunar month of Shawwal, and 2. The festival of sacrifice, Eid al-Adha, which is celebrated on the 10th day of the lunar month of Dhul Hijjah. The festival of fast breaking, Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr falls on the first day of the lunar month of Shawwal, marking the end of the month-long Ramadan fast. Just as fasting during the month of Ramadan is an act of worship, celebrating Eid al-Fitr is also an act of worship, whereby Muslims express their gratitude to Allah for enabling them to perform this act of worship and for completing His grace upon them. As the Quran states, "You should complete the number of days and proclaim Allah's greatness for the guidance He has given you, so that you will be thankful." Surat Al-Baqarah 2:185. What should be done on the Eid day? 1. Offering the Eid prayer. Islam stresses that the Eid prayer should be performed. In fact, it was one of those practices which the Prophet observed consistently, and even encouraged not only men, but also women and children to observe. Its time starts after the sun has risen to the length of a spear above the horizon, just over 1 meter, and lasts until it has crossed the meridian. Description. The Eid prayer consists of 2 units, rakat, singular, rak'ah, in which the Imam recites the Quran loudly, after which he delivers a sermon, khutbah, in 2 parts. This prayer contains several takbirat, singular takbirah, one saying Allahu Akbar at the beginning of each unit more than the ordinary prayer. The Imam says Allahu Akbar, and before he starts reciting the Quran, repeats the same utterance 6 more times. Also, after rising from the prostrate position to the standing position to perform the 2nd unit, he performs the same utterance 5 more times, in addition to the takbir he has recited while rising to the 2nd unit. The worshippers follow the Imam in these movements, doing and saying exactly the same. 2. Paying Zakat al-Fitr. Allah has enjoined Zakat al-Fitr, literally the purifying obligatory charity of the breaking of the fast, on anyone who possesses a day's and night's worth of food. It consists of 1 sa of the most common staple food of the country, be it rice, wheat or dates, and must be given to the Muslim poor and needy, so that there would be no person in need of food on the Eid day. It is permissible, however, to pay the value of Zakat al-Fitr in money instead, if it appears that this will be more beneficial to the poor. Time of its payment. Zakat al-Fitr is to be paid from the time the sun sets on the last day of Ramadan up to the time of the Eid prayer. It may, however, be paid a day or 2 before the Eid day as well. The amount of Zakat al-Fitr is 1 sa of the usual foodstuffs of the country, be it rice, wheat or dates. 1 sa is equivalent to approximately 3 kilograms. A Muslim must pay for it himself, and all the persons he is legally bound to support, such as his wife and children. It is recommended to pay it on behalf of an unborn child. The Prophet enjoined it as atonement for any obscene language used while observing the fast and for providing food for the needy. It would be accepted as zakat from those who pay it before the Eid prayer, but it would be considered as mere sadaqah, voluntary charity, for those who pay it after the Eid prayer. Sunan Abu Dawud, 1609. 3. Muslims on this occasion spread joy and merriment to all family members, young and old, men and women, providing all possible types of lawful amusements. They wear their best and most beautiful clothes, and eat and drink, as doing so is an act of worship. Fasting on this day is strictly forbidden. 4. They recite the takbir on this special occasion on the night preceding the Eid day and on the way to the Eid prayer, and continue doing so until the Imam appears for the Eid prayers, expressing gratitude to Allah for enabling them to complete the fast of Ramadan. The Quran states, He wants you to complete the prescribed period and to glorify Him for having guided you so that you may be thankful. 2:185. The manner of takbir pronounced on this occasion is as follows: Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah. Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. All praise belongs to Allah. One may also recite the following: Allahu Akbaru kabiran, walhamdulillahi katira, wa subhanallahi bukratan wa asila. Allah is the greatest, His is the abundant praise, and glory be to Him day and night. Men generally pronounce the takbir aloud, but without disturbing other people. Women, however, pronounce it quietly.